Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I focus on everything luxury, beauty, and fashion. If you're interested in the latest fashion vlogs as well as beauty trends, then you are in the right place. Today we're going to talk about the latest Chanel gift sets. I picked up all of them, which includes a lipstick dual in a smaller case, as well as a lipstick set of 4 with a slightly larger case. I'm going to compare these two gift sets versus what they released last year, which features 3 Rouge Allure Velvet liquid lipstick. I will also compare this one versus the one that they launched 2 years ago, which also features 4 Rouge Allure lipsticks, but at a different price point. And if you guys are familiar with Chanel, if with purchases are never free, so you're paying more for 2 lipsticks with the case versus 2 lipsticks on their own. And I'm gonna do some math for you guys to show you how much you're actually paying for the case versus the 2 lipstick shades. I also want to point out that if you guys watched my Chanel holiday gift set video, you know that the products included in their holiday gift sets were from the permanent collection. So you're not getting any limited shades or limited packaging, whereas the products included in these gift sets are limited shades with limited edition packaging. And I'm going to talk about that in more detail in a bit. There's also another new gift set that features 2 serums from the #1 collection, and I'm going to do the unboxing with you guys very soon. And when I went into the boutique yesterday, it looks like they're really trying to promote their #1 skincare line with all the, you know, the key products being displayed on the store window. They also released this new gua sha board, which I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to give you my thoughts in terms of whether that's worth your money or not. I also want to mention that I did today's makeup using the newest Spring Summer 2025 collection from Chanel, which I'm going to do a separate video on. And I also applied the new Rouge Cocoa Balm in the color Lilac on my lips, which I think is very pretty, and I'm going to talk about that in the makeup video. So if that's something that you're interested in, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out. So why don't we start by talking about the lipstick gift sets, which I think is probably the star of the show. There are 2 choices when it comes to the lipstick cases. So you could pick the one that contains 2 Rouge Allure Velvet lipsticks or a set of 4 Rouge Allure lipsticks. These 2 lipstick cases were released as part of the new Rouge Allure limited edition collection, which is composed of 8 new shades with pearly finish that's inspired by the pearl necklace worn by Coco Chanel. And the design of the packaging is slightly different compared to the permanent collection as well. So this case has a gold trim on the front, which is very pretty. And if you notice that the charm on the case has a little pearl with Chanel on it. And I do want to compare this against the lipstick cases that they released previously. So as you can see that the previous case also came with the charm, but the charm looked quite different compared to the newer one. So the one in the past was kind of like a square shaped charm with Chanel's logo in the middle. If I have to pick one, I would say I like the design of the new lipstick case better. I do like the pearl, which contrasts really well with the black case. And also I forgot to mention that on top of the lipstick case, there is a little mirror there, which makes it really easy for you to apply lipsticks on the go. So I do like that about it. For people that are not so familiar with the Chanel lipstick collections, Rouge Allure is on the higher end of their lipstick collection, and they have 2 types of Rouge Allure lipsticks. One comes with the chunkier packaging with kind of a shorter refill, whereas the other one, I think that one is called Rouge Allure Extrait. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but this one has a more slick and skinny design compared to this one, and it's priced quite a bit higher as well, with less product. And then this chunkier one is the one that's included in this gift set today. Now that leads into the topic of pricing. So for the smaller lipstick set, it retails for 144 Canadian dollars, and I'll put the US dollar down below too as well. For those of you that are familiar with Chanel gift sets, these are not free. They never include free gifts or free pouches in the gift sets. The gift sets almost always cost more than the individual products combined. So taking the smaller gift set as an example, each lipstick from this limited collection retails for 62 Canadian dollars, which makes 2 lipsticks 124 Canadian dollars if you were to buy them separately. However, this gift set is mentioned costs 144 Canadian dollars. So essentially you are paying 20 Canadian dollars for this case, which I think a lot of people could justify given how much Chanel bags cost these days. But I do want to caution you that I do not believe that this case is made of leather, even though I think 2 years ago when they launched a gift set that looks like this one with a set of 4 lipsticks, that one was made of leather. I was trying to read the description on the website to validate whether these cases are made of leather. I couldn't find any information on the material of the case on the website, which makes me suspect that they are not leather anymore. And I also talked to my sales associate in the Chanel boutique. They also told me that they don't believe it's made of leather anymore. So that's something that I want to point out. In terms of price increase on the lipstick sets, the lipstick dual set is new this year, so there's no direct comparable available in previous years. However, the lipstick set of 4 was launched 2 years ago, and price went up by a whopping 30% over 2 years. My sales associate told me that he expects the prices to go up again by the end of this month. I also want to talk about the new shades that are released as part of this collection. So there are 8 shades in total, ranging from nude everyday colors to very deep berry shades that are probably good for special events. And in terms of the smaller gift set with the 2 lipsticks, you get one color that's a blue red, which is perfect for special events, and then you get another color that's a beautiful brown mauve, which I think is actually my favorite color of this collection because it's very understated and different, and I feel like you can get so much wear out of it. And in the set of 4 lipstick case, you get the same 2 shades that we just mentioned, as well as 1 raspberry shade and 1 berry shade, I believe. So from a shade range perspective, I think both lipstick sets are very good compared to what they released last year. So if you guys remember, last year they released this lipstick case with 3 Rouge Allure liquid lipsticks, and all the 3 shades were very, very dark, so they were not very everyday friendly. I think most people bought the set mostly because of the case, and they probably didn't get a lot of wear out of the actual lipsticks inside. So I do like it how this year they included more workable shades as well, so that they can make it a lot easier for people to enjoy. Now, in terms of the sizes of the cases, I actually liked this year's release a lot better than last year's, because I feel like with the 4 lipstick case, you can convert it into a crossbody bag if you like. I mean, if you guys are familiar with the Constant Slim bag, I think this one is very similar in size compared to that one. Whereas this one, I think you can use it as an AirPod case or use it as an actual lipstick case. The one that was released last year, which is the lipstick trio, I thought the size of this one is a little bit awkward because I don't carry 3 lipsticks on the go. So I definitely wouldn't use this as an actual lipstick case. And I think it's a little bit small as a wallet. Let me test it out. So this one, oh, it actually fits. Oh, but it doesn't close. It's too short, so it doesn't really close. Whereas the 4 lipstick case, I think you can definitely use it as a card holder, like sideways. I think that would totally work. Let's see. Oh, sorry, there's some dividers that are inside. Yeah, so it totally works as a wallet, this one. So I do like the size of the new collection a lot better. Now, given that mini bags are still on trend, some of you may be worried whether the lipstick cases may fit their purse. So I took out my wallet on chain, which I think is the smallest bag that I have from Chanel, and I want to demonstrate whether those two cases will fit with your bag. I do want to mention that inside of my wallet on chain, I purchased an insert, so that took a little bit of space away from the bag, so I just want to point that out. Now let's start with putting the lipstick dual into the bag and see if that fits. So that fits perfectly, if you guys can see. So yeah, so that fits perfectly, and I can close the bag with no problem. Now let's see if we can put the 4 lipstick case in as well. This one may be a little bit challenging. Oh, actually it works. So this is actually the exact size of my wallet on chain. So this is the lipstick dual and this is the set of 4. So you can potentially carry both of them with you on the go, and they could be pretty good organizers for different little things. Now, in terms of capacity, some of you may be wondering if you're done with your new Chanel lipsticks, can you put other lipsticks in this case? So I want to kind of test it out for you guys. So the first item that I have here is the newly launched YSL lip balm, which I did a separate review on. I'm going to link it down below in case you're interested. So I'm going to try to put this lipstick into the lipstick case and help you understand if this case can be tailored towards lipsticks from other brands as well. So I'm just gonna move closer so that you can see. So I think this lipstick may be a little bit taller, so it does fit, but then the lid doesn't really close. Now let's try to test out the Dior Addict lipsticks. I think this one might be too tall as well. So again, this one doesn't close, so you can't use them for the Dior ones. Now this one is from the 31 Le Rouge collection, which is the highest line lipstick that Chanel offers. I have a feeling that this one's not going to fit either. This one can barely fit, so if you push hard enough on the lid, I think it's going to close, but I wouldn't recommend it because you may stretch the case. But nevertheless, this 31 Le Rouge does come with its own case, so you don't really need another case. Now let's try the Rouge Dior lipstick in this case and see if it works. The Rouge Dior works. So yeah, so you can comfortably close the zipper with the Rouge Dior inside, which is really nice. If you have other Chanel lipsticks, like this is what I got from last year's summer collection, and this is the one from the lipstick trio that I got last year. These two should fit into the case with no problem, as you can see. You know, they fit perfectly. Now let's talk about the new #1 gift set. So for those of you that are not familiar with this collection, this I would think is the largest skincare collection that Chanel offers, which ranges both from skincare products to makeup products. So they've got, you know, the regular toner, moisturizer, and mask, as well as face products like foundation, primer, and this blush that comes in a jar, which can also be used as lipsticks. So I do think this is probably my favorite skincare line from Chanel, and every year around this time they would always launch a gift set that features this collection. If you guys watched my Best of Chanel gift sets video in December last year, you know that I included last year's #1 gift set in one of my top gift set rankings, and I think this year's gift set is actually better than last year's, given that it does include a case that's very similar to the lipstick cases. In terms of packaging, I got this white wrapping paper, which is pretty standard for Chanel during the year, that has, you know, like Chanel logos all over. If you look close up, you probably can't see that on the camera, but I'll try to turn it around so that hopefully you can see it. And this red ribbon is made of the same material as the holiday pouch, if that's something that you're interested in. So it's a very nice quality ribbon. And then you open up the packaging. The Chanel #1 collection usually comes in this white packaging with red leather that says #1, because the key ingredient in the skincare line is the red camellia flower, and that's why that's the color scheme that's going on the boxes, in case you're interested. And now when you open up the box, there you go. This is the case that I'm talking about, which is actually quite a bit larger than the lipstick cases, I think. So it's definitely bigger than this one. I'm going to put them side by side so that you can compare. The other one I think is wider than this #1 collection case, but then it's a little bit shorter as well. So from a capacity perspective, I'm not sure which one is bigger, but the shape of this lipstick case is definitely more user friendly because you can put your credit cards and other things in it, whereas this one, you probably have to put like more, 2 products inside. And if you do want to carry this case on the go, I want to show you if it can fit like a wallet on chain, so that hopefully that can help you understand whether that's suitable for your lifestyle. So this one is definitely quite thick. I think it's stretching my bag a little bit. I think you can certainly carry it with you, but I think I will struggle closing my bag. I think you can force closing it, but you may stretch the leather, which I wouldn't recommend. So this case, maybe if you want to convert that into a crossbody, would be a better idea compared to putting it in a small bag like the wallet on chain. If you have something bigger than the wallet on chain, it may work. But it does have like more of a round shape, so it would take up more space than the lipstick cases that I showed you guys earlier. And in terms of prices, this case retails for 297 Canadian dollars, which is quite pricey, but the products inside are pricey to begin with. I'm going to do some math for you guys to show you how much you're paying for the case, and I'm going to put that on the screen. And then I'm also going to show you how much more you're paying from a per unit basis for this smaller products inside versus the larger size, so that you can get a better understanding of whether you want to purchasing the individual serums or this gift set. When you open up this case, this one doesn't come with mirrors on top. So yeah, there's no mirrors here. And then inside there are 2 serum products. So you've got one, this one is it, oh, this one's the eye serum. And I'm trying to look for the size, 15 ml, which is not a bad size. And then this one is, I want to say 30 ml. I'm trying to look for the number. Yeah, 30 ml, which is quite standard based on my past experience purchasing #1 gift sets. They always, include a 30 ml serum. Different from the lipstick collection, both of those products are from the permanent line. So these are not limited edition products. So if you're not interested in this red case, I wouldn't recommend you purchasing this set because, like I said, you are paying more for the case. And also for the serum, the smaller the size of the product, you're actually paying more compared to the bigger sizes from a price per unit perspective. So with that, I think it's time for final thoughts, whether I think those gift sets are worth it. So I'm going to start with the lipstick cases. From my perspective, I am a fashion collector, so I don't really mind paying extra for the lipstick cases. I do think I'm going to enjoy having them around and carrying them on the go. Plus, they contain limited edition shades with the limited edition packaging. So I think this is a pretty good deal if you're really into Chanel lipstick cases. But if you don't really care about lipstick cases, then I would say go to the store, test out the 8 different shades and pick out a color that you like the most. Based on my swatches, I think these are all very beautiful colors with a satin finish. But I have to say that I prefer matte finish to satin finish. So from a pure lipstick perspective, I probably wouldn't pick them up without the lipstick case. My major motivation of purchasing those 2 gift sets is because of the lipstick cases. So that's that. But if you do love moisturizing satin finish lipsticks, I think these are good options. Now, moving on to the skincare gift set. This one is very expensive. So this one's almost 300 Canadian dollars, which means you can purchase 2 of these small lipstick case with the price of 1. So this one, I don't really think it's worth it, especially the color theme of this case is not very classic Chanel, so you may not want to convert this into a crossbody bag. Plus it did say, it doesn't really just say Chanel on the case, it says #1 Chanel, which makes it more of a skincare case as opposed to this one, which has the same type of look compared to the fashion accessories that Chanel sells. So from that perspective, so if you're only interested in the case, I don't recommend this one. If you're only interested in the skincare products inside, I also don't recommend this one because like I mentioned earlier, the products included are very small sizes, which means you're paying more as a per unit base. So I will recommend you to go to the store, test out the different products and pick the specific products that works the best for your skin type. And if you want to try out the different products, the Chanel boutique in Toronto does offer spa services where you can go in to test out the different skincare collections for a period of 60 to 90 minutes. And I think the price range is between $200 to $300 depending on the specific collection that you want to use. So that's definitely one good option for you to have a spa service at the Chanel boutique and try out different products. So I don't think it makes sense to purchase two small size serums at a much higher price point per unit and get a case that you may not use very often. So that's what I think. So this one, I would say if you have the money to splurge, go ahead. If not, I don't really recommend it.
I also want to mention that the squasha board is another big waste of money. It's made of plastic and nothing special at all. And I couldn't believe that they're charging almost 100 Canadian dollars for it. So it's a big skip for me and I do not recommend it.
So I hope the review is helpful today. If you have any questions, please make sure that you leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to answer your questions. As mentioned, I have a lot of interesting content coming up. I'm going to do a makeup review using the latest spring and summer 2025 collection from Chanel, and I'm also going to talk about Dior's latest beauty launch as well. And I have a trip planned to New York City next week, so I'm going to do a lot of very interesting luxury vlogs for you guys. And again, if there's any place that you guys want to go, please leave a comment down below and I'll try to squeeze that into my schedule. I'm so excited to check out the new Louis Vuitton boutique that's right across the street to the Tiffany's landmark. So please make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out. And thanks again for your support. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.